radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja. Time for news on the hour.
It's 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. You're listening to the news at noon here on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. I'm Rayo Omotosha. The federal government has commenced the evacuation of about 5,500 Nigerians, including students stranded in Khartoum and other cities in Sudan. To facilitate the repatriation, the government has released 150 million naira for hiring 40 buses to convey desperate citizens from Sudan to Cairo in Egypt. Chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabirerewa, confirmed on Tuesday that the payment had been made, noting that the evacuees will take off on Wednesday morning. With several efforts being made to eradicate malaria in Nigeria, the World Health Organization says the recent approved Matrix M malaria vaccine still needs to undergo more trials. WHO country representative Walter Molumbo gave this directive in Abuja.
In Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi, those are the countries that first introduced the RTSS vaccine, where nearly 1.5 million children have received the vaccine through a WHO-coordinated pilot program. And there is a substantial decrease in hospitalization for severe malaria and a drop in child death in those countries. And that particular vaccine is still being studied. WHO does not have the full complement of data and information to enable it to endorse it or recommend it for use.
Meanwhile, the federal government said an estimated 55 million cases of malaria and nearly 90,000 malaria deaths occur each year in Nigeria. Minister of Health, Dr. Sagi Ehanire, disclosed this as a press briefing to commemorate the World Malaria Day. Dr. Ehanire, who was represented by the permanent secretary of the ministry, Maman Mahmouda, said despite efforts by the government and its partners to combat the effects of malaria in the country still accounts for 27% of global malaria cases and 32% of global malaria deaths.
Because of the effectiveness of the vaccine, that is why the regulator, NAFDAC, has given provisional approval. Based on that, we are anticipating that Nigeria is also going to be, in the phase 4 clinical trials of the vaccine.
Troops of Operation Hadarin Daji have killed no fewer than 5 armed bandits during separate encounters in Zamfara State. In the news exclusively gathered that the troops, while on regular routine patrol at Damri district of Bokoro local government area of Zamfara, there was credible intelligence of bandits' movement with large number of rustled cattle. The troops swiftly mobilized to their routes, and a heavy gun battle occurred with armed bandits near the Ladimai village in the Damri district under the Bakura local government area of Zamfara State. After the encounter, 3 armed bandits were neutralized, while others fled with several gunshot wounds, abandoning the rustled animals. As the scheming for the Senate presidency and other principal offices of the National Assembly intensify, leaders of the All Progressives Congress, APC, including federal lawmakers and top government functionaries, thronged the Abuja residence of the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Former Minister Barnabas Gamade said the incoming administration is set to go.
Nigerians should expect to have a 100-yard dash when this new government comes into place. The thoughts and all the planning that's been going on behind the scene is such that we have very strong belief that this government will hit the ground running.
Although former Governor Jonah Jang said there was no need to reach out to all.
A situation where we have to comply by the spirit of the Constitution. A situation where everybody will have a sense of belonging and self-determination. It's very, very necessary that if we have to have a stable government, a very peaceful separation of powers, we also have to consider what the Constitution says about giving everybody a sense of belonging.
The issue of Senate presidency is a function of the Senate.
Although former Governor Godswill Akpabio insists that it is a welcome visit to Tinubu, who returned to the country after a month's vacation in Paris. The discussions at the parley also bordered on the model of zoning of principal officers of the 10th National Assembly.
Senate presidency is a function of the senators, and particularly all the senators-elect, including those who are returning, and they are all my colleagues. I've had the privilege of serving the Senate before as a minority leader, and so any senator should be ready, if his colleagues so wish, to avail himself to be used as a Senate president. So the chances for somebody like me will be very high.
The Labour Party has dissociated itself from a viral letter signed by the self-acclaimed factional national chairman of the party, Lamidi Apapa, asking the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to dismiss all cases by the party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, against the emergence of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, in the February 25th general elections. According to a statement made available to journalists on Tuesday by the party's acting National Publicity Secretary, Obiora, the party urges the tribunal in Abuja to disregard the antics by Apapa, who is a suspended deputy national chairman of the party. The National Examinations Council, NECO, has rescheduled the 2023 National Common Entrance Examinations, which is conducted for admission into Federal Unity Colleges from Saturday 29th April 2023 to Saturday 3rd June 2023. The examination was rescheduled to give states with low registration of candidates the opportunity to register their candidates for the examination. All candidates, parents, guardians, schools, and relevant stakeholders are therefore enjoined to take note of the new date for the examination. The registration of candidates will continue till the new date of the exams. And on the foreign scene, a United States brokered ceasefire between Sudan's warring generals entered its second day Wednesday, but remained fragile after witnesses reported fresh airstrikes and paramilitaries claimed to have seized a major oil refinery and power plant. Perth said he maintained contact with both generals, Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and his deputy-turned-rival Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, who commands the heavily armed paramilitary rapid support forces, to where flood sweeps away students and, And that's it on the Citizen FM News, as compiled and edited by Lawrence Umwete. You can visit our website at www.citizenfm.ng or follow us on any of our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Ryan Motosho. Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.